Good evening. Today we have the pleasure to have with us one of the managing director and the CEO of one of the most important one of the most important companies in the point of view of the olivicultura in the world. Is one of the companies which more history have from a lot of times, and then I can remember the slogan where there is an olive will be Pieralisi. is very nice. The old slogan, but was very
many years ago.
Yes, I could understand when I used to work traveling in the world, and then in my position of general manager of Harvest Valley Separator, and then when I arrived to any country, and then I was thinking about that I was be there the first was not so good for me, because I opened the door and I found a Pieralisi line working before arriving me. Okay.
Thank you very much for your nice word. Definitely. Thank you very much.
Okay. Good evening. How are you? Thank you very much for being with us, Alessandro.
Thank you, Juan. My pleasure.
Okay. Pieralisi is one of the companies which in the first is with Expoliva for a lot of time ago, and then in this special edition that you will share with us, which one is the situation that Pieralisi have from 2020, Alessandro?
Yeah, we have a new brand identity, as most of you may have seen on the media, that sum up a commitment that has been active for many years and is now enclosed in our new payoff, which is circular thinking. Means that circular thoughts that comes even before the circular economy. This is our own philosophy. The material that we take from nature, we return it in the form of a useful product for food, such as olive oil. The idea is also symbolized by the pictogram of our new logo, which carries this icon of recirculation right next to the name Pieralisi.
Okay, fantastic. Then sustainability, efficiency, and also circular economy, I think, is the line of this new strategy.
Exactly.
In basic terms, what's your opinion about the sustainability and how you can implement with the company commitment?
Yeah, the development of our equipment follows the principle of sustainability throughout the production cycle. We produce machines that, for their own functionality, consider energy saving and water saving, both in the cleaning phase and in the phase of the actual processing. In essence, getting more by reducing waste is our mantra. We like to say that we give value to the material we use, because even the last endocarp is valued by the transformation processes. In addition, we also think about the duration of the equipment, which are made to last as long as possible. And if you look at this concept, we are far away from the so-called planned obsolescence.
Okay. And then you know that the sector up to now, there are 199 countries which consume olive oil, and 67 countries which are producing up to now olive oil. What is the point of view of Pieralisi about the globalization, Alessandro?
Pieralisi is a company, as you remember at the very beginning of our conversation, that born more than a century ago. And during these days, it has spread all over the world. We've always been committed to balancing our global offer and our focus on individual market. To do this, it is, to my view, essential to be an ethical and responsible company, which make transparency its mode of action and expression. The global vision is a characteristic that we embrace when it was still, let me say, an exception. Today it is even more concrete. At the same time, we have a great respect for local realities, whether they are in South America, in the United States, or in Spain. As a new Pieralisi generation, we follow the evolution of the trend, some globalized, some other definitely linked to territories. And the first example is obviously the olive oil in the Mediterranean area.
Okay. Speaking about olive oil, as you know, up to now, the situation in the market is changing day by day. Every minute, the situation is changing. In the last 10 years, we have planted more than 1.6 million of hectares of olive trees in the world. How is the future, in your opinion, for the sector?
It is an interesting question when somebody asks me, how do we see the olive oil sector? It is not you can take a static photograph, let me say. I visualize and think at the olive oil sector as it is a digital moving image made by several touch points. For sure, one of these points is the market, very valuable market in search of innovation, supported by the most advanced theory in the nutritional field. The benefits of olive oil are, let me say, more and more universally known. Another touch point shows the reality focus on one of the key topics, the automation. The 4.0, let me say, olive oil extraction plant provide an automated and digital approach that must be inserted in a company that is already connected somehow. For this reason, also in Pieralisi, we work with customer as a partner. The extractor with aromatic processes give the maximum of their potential in plants already oriented towards this approach of automation. There is another touch point at the base of the digital picture would show us most of the family-run oil mills, which have suffered serious consequences because of the pandemic since the beginning of 2020, and they must maintain a high quality of their, let's say, product by investing as little as possible. But among this different variety of picture, there is also excellence that study the diversification of the product so deeply that they can resist to this economic tsunami because of the product have become a niche product, high branded, recognized quality product. Even in the control of the product parameter, Pieralisi offer a lot of possibilities of choice just for those who decide to use a machine in a customized way. The latest trend that emerged from this diversified and ever-changing image in the olive oil sector, in my view, is the search for quality and certification. From the point of view of the institution and some producer, it can be an uncomfortable topic. Actually, only by increasing quality of the olive oil, the whole category, in my view, will benefit.
Okay. Also, it's important to remark, you were talking about the sector. I fully agree with you, but you have to take into account that up to now we have two different speeds in the sector. One speed is the modern olivicultura, and the second speed maybe is the traditional olivicultura. As you know, sometimes the prices are not so good in the market.
Yeah.
And the traditional olivicultura, which is up to now around eight around 8 million of hectares in the world, need to be need to improve the competitiveness. How is trying Pieralisi in order to improve this level of competitiveness for this kind of olivicultura, Alessandro?
We have worked and are working at 360 degrees with the global idea open to all international market and a solution dedicated to the olive oil sector that started from Spain. Globally, we focus on the theme of innovation and sustainable development. Our engineering DNA is the basis for finding solutions that can get more from the material by minimizing waste. The International United Nations 2030 targets are also ours, and in some area we were particularly active. We work in creative and global cross-functional teams, and we bring our mentality that we believe should be based on honesty, transparency, inclusion, respect, without gender or nationality boundaries everywhere. We talk a lot about sustainable profitability because all things are related to each other. Today, a well-pursued, sustainable and profitable company and profitability in general is good not only for the planet, but also for companies. It means not only having energy saving or less hour in processing or reduction of waste or attention to waste, but also company culture, partnership in this global environment, vision, control of the supply chain through increasingly connected solution at product level. In some cases, there might be also advantage offered by institution to those who make a sustainable choice.
Totally, yes. And then you were speaking about Spain. As you know, Spain, also Italy, of course, but Spain is, in Spain, we have around 23% of the total surface of the oliviculture of the world. And also we have around 50%, sometimes less, sometimes more, of the olive oil production in the world. And I know that Spain is a good place, an important place, and a strategic place for the group. Which is the future, or what is thinking about Pieralisi about Spain for the future, please?
As you said, Spain is one of the most important markets. At the same time, one that has suffered a lot from the pandemic period and since the start of the pandemic. This is why we opened the Second Life division by Pieralisi. The division has been created for Spanish olive oil extraction plant owner market and has been created on purpose to tackle such a delicate and difficult time. A division entirely created to regenerate, recondition plants, restore, offering this way the advantage to the olive oil extraction plant owner to continue their business without even turning down quality, and with a focus on cost containment and an eye on the environment. All this has been possible thanks to the deep technical preparation of our professional.
That's very good. It's more competitiveness, and then with the same use, the same efficiency.
Again, circulation and the circular economy, it's all tied, if you see, in that.
It's a good tool, And also, I was also in the sector working, and then it's important the quality of the machine, of course, but it's not less important the after-sales service supporting. What about this action or this task in Pieralisi?
I would say in our sector, as you know, as much as I know, it is essential. The customer makes an investment and must be able to count on his purchase over time. the so-called total cost of ownership during tough time is becoming even more crucial. By producing everything and internally in one place here in Italy, we know exactly where to put our hands. And we combine technical skill with an efficient organization. We offer planned assistance, plans of different level, which meet and never disappoint let's say the needs of our customer, or never surprise them with unexpected expenses. We never forget that the first Pieralisi laboratory was born more than 30 years ago. It is not just a reason to boost, it is a real motivation. My intention is to always exceed the positive expectation that the customer had towards our company.
Yes, it's very, very important, because if you have a good machine but you don't have a good support, it's difficult to achieve the target. It's very, very, very difficult. Totally agree. I'm pretty agree with you. Let's speak about Expoliva. Some days ago, I was speaking with Rodrigo in a meeting and some more people, and we were talking about the first edition of Expoliva. In the first edition of Expoliva, only there were two companies from out of Spain, and one of them was Pieralisi, as you know. Yeah. 38 years ago, Pieralisi were working and were present in Expoliva. Yeah. Which changed in the last years in Pieralisi from that moment to today?
For us, Expoliva represents a fundamental event. It is a bit the state of the art, in which all the touch points of this moving image, that is the olive oil sector, are considered. There is the scientific deepening, the real basis of the entire circuit, but also the importance of work at all types and all levels, from agricultural work to the business one. Then there is innovation that in this period can only be linked to the sustainability we just talked about.
Okay. And then what, in your opinion, of course, in your opinion, what is the differential thinking point of Expoliva, according with your point of view?
Yeah, I think that Expoliva winning approach has been to show new and alternative points of view. Obviously, compared to 38 years ago, the market is wider, is more fragmented, but new opportunities are also opening up. Think about the e-commerce that allows also to small manufacturer to export its product, and there is a space for different level of quality. There is a space for many, many players. What has not changed in the olive oil sector is the so-called starting point. Today, as then, is the nature. Respecting and protecting nature means getting off on the right foot, to my view.
Totally agree. And then you were, your group were year by year present in Expoliva during the 20 editions. Yeah. It's one of the only companies which were all the editions in Expoliva, in my opinion, because I was checking everything, and then I think that is one of the only one companies that will be here all these editions.
Longevity is one of our characteristics, and we plan to be there for another 20 at least editions.
Maybe it's due to the olive oil consumption.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Because it's very, very, very healthy. Okay, Alessandro, do you want to remark anything else, or to comment something about?
No, I believe we touched several points, and I would like to thank you for the opportunity, and again, invite all our customers to join us in Expoliva. Everybody is waiting for that time to go back to what is the human touch and the meeting people in person and get off of this pandemic atmosphere once for all.
Okay, thank you very much, Alessandro. Have a nice evening, and I hope see you in Expoliva in order to share a moment and speaking about something, and let's see, okay?
Thank you very much, Juan. Take care.
All the best, all the best. Improve your health, please. All the best.
I'll do. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, all the best.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.